The Texas South Plains Honor Flight is spending its final night in the nation's capital. Area veterans traveled across Washington, D.C. and Virginia today to visit various memorials built in their honor. KCBD's News Channel 11's Case Wilbanks and Christy Harton, as well as chief photojournalist Craig Iglesias, have a look back at the day.
Hey there, Madeline. We are wrapping up day 2, a big day for the South Plains Honor Flight because it's we made very significant stops today and a lot of stops today. We're actually at the World War II Memorial right now, kind of wrapping up the day. Starting out with a very significant stop, as I mentioned, at the Arlington National Cemetery and the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier.
And watching the changing of the guard, and also such a special moment for our honor flight was, laying the wreath at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. We had so many of our veterans, not so many, we've had several of our veterans who say they've been to D.C. before, but that moment alone meant so much to them.
Well, laying the wreath was special. I had not expected that, and so again, just watching the whole thing was special, just solemn ceremony, but it was especially a privilege to get to semi-participate in that.
And actually right outside of Arlington National Cemetery is the Women's and Military Memorial, and we have 3 women on this trip, 2 honored veterans as we call them, and 1 who is a guardian. And it's this special stop because they get recognized for their service, and that's what they wanted to make sure other people knew, was that there were women in the military too doing great things. And
some of our women who we've brought on the trip with us, some of our veterans who have served, often say, I didn't do a whole lot, but when we actually talk to them, you find out how much their service really, really meant to them.
For a long time, women veterans just weren't even thought of. Even now, I have an Air Force veteran license plate frame, and I'll get out of my car and somebody will say, thank your husband for his service. They just don't think of women as being veterans. So to be honored like this is quite an honor.
And then wrapping up today are the service memorials that we went to. So one of the most iconic images when you think of the U.S. military is the raising of the flag at Iwo Jima, and that's the Marine Memorial. And what a beautiful place it is, followed by the Air Force Memorial, and wrapping up here at the World War II Memorial.
And those Marines are proud of their service. The Air Force, of course, I mean, everyone's proud of their service, but Marines, kind of a little bit different. We've got a small contingent of Marines this year, but they're still hoorah and all that kind of stuff. And of course, we don't have any World War II veterans with us, haven't for the last few years, but I think it's very special for these veterans to keep their memory alive and the service that they had to our country. And this is a significant memorial to make our final stop today, all with wreath-laying ceremonies, remembering those especially who didn't make it home.
It was quite an honor. I don't wear my military life on my sleeve, but it was very important to me and to my family.
It's very moving, and I get emotional. Because I spent 19 months in now, and I did things over there that I'm not proud of, but our thing was to survive.
So another big day tomorrow as we make our final stops, and we're going to be headed back home. But for these Vietnam and Korea veterans, those are the memorials we'll be visiting tomorrow.
And those make the biggest impact on the trip and in our veterans. Those are the places that a lot of people haven't talked about. A lot of people haven't really thought about and don't think about. And this is a moment of closure for a lot of our veterans. And we know that a lot of our Vietnam veterans returned home to ugly situations, were never thanked, were never welcomed home, and it's a moment that we really get to thank them.
Yes, and so we hope you'll follow us along. Again, social media, we'll be posting videos and Facebook Lives and pictures of those stops tomorrow, and then we hope to see you at the Lubbock Airport. We're supposed to land around 7:45 tomorrow, but we'll keep you updated if that changes, and please welcome these veterans home. Madeline, we'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Case and Christy. We're hoping that they all have a safe flight home.